the first incident that is coming into my head right now. June 2nd, 2022. No, oh man. June 2nd, 2021. Okay, I'll tell you what happened. It was June 1st. No, it was a time I was June 1st, until like I was 6 years. I completed my undergraduation no, in Bangalore, and I was staying over there. And a lot of memories associated with that place. And finally, on around in the month of May of 2020, I had resigned from my job working as a tax analyst with Ernst and Young. I just put my foot down because I wanted to study further. So I like, okay. And this was a time when Corona had just started. Then I thought, okay, then I was in Bangalore during that phase. And I thought, okay, just Corona had started, and you know how it was during initial lockdown, 1, 2, 3, all that madness and craziness was going on. So I took, okay, I have resigned from my job. I can't stay in the flat. I'm staying right now with my friends Nitin, Sushant, and Dinesh. And I have to go back to Kerala, the place I'm from. But I never lived there. Uh, Throughout my life, I was in UAE and Bangalore and different places. So I like, okay, really excited. And this is during a lockdown period, right? So I like, okay, I need to send all my luggages first. Then I had to even put my motorcycle, Apache. I call the movers and packers, put my motorcycle and my luggage. And okay, I send the truck. Done. Then I got the pass, which is required, like from different states, different passes. While entering Kerala, there was a pass I need to show at the airport. So I filled that pass, bought gloves required in the airport, because this was a time when COVID was at the peak, right? Then, okay, June 1st, I was leaving from Bangalore. So it was around, I guess, around 1 a.m., 1:30 a.m. I booked a Uber, and my friend Sushant, he had come down with the luggage to help me, because at that time I had one main cabin bag, one handbag, and one backpack. I came down, I booked the cab, I told goodbye, we'll see you some later. I put my stuff in the cab, and we took off. I'm in the cab, and me. So from there, I was staying in Whitefield, quite far from the Bangalore airport. So there was a shortcut apparently. Without Bangalore traffic is, if you 15 minutes, which an average, if you want to take 15 minutes, in Bangalore traffic you will take 1 hour. So get an idea of how the situation is. So the driver told he knows a shortcut to go to the Whitefield, to Bangalore airport. And I thought, okay, fine, okay, shortcut means well and good, I can reach earlier and wait in the waiting area at the airport. So okay, he took a shortcut. This is 1:32 a.m. so dark, complete pitch dark outside. And this road, since it was a shortcut, it was filled with twists and turns and curves and everything, and bumps, speed breakers, everything. And I was going dum 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 dum. By the time I reached the airport, I got a severely bad headache. Even though maybe we should cut short the distance by 10 minutes, because we didn't use a main expressway, but I got a very bad headache when I reached the airport, and I was like, oh my god, now I need to go alone, right? Traveling. And okay, somehow, like this, my eyes from like this, it became like this. So then I told, okay, I got down, I took my stuff, went to the airport. At that time, my hair was not like this. I had center partition, and my hair was up to like over here till center partition. and I couldn't keep it like this hanging. I had to keep it like neatly combed, such a way. So then yeah, I entered waiting area, and finally I entered, boarded the flight. Since I was sitting in the middle seat, I had to wear on top of the gloves, tight gloves, very tight gloves. Like one time you wear, next time you'll get all torn apart. So I wore the gloves. Then on top of, and the mask also was there. On top of the hair. After that, I had to even wear a shield covering my whole face. So I'm wearing that shield also over here, like till here. It was covering. So I took the shield. I entered to the airport, and probably from Bangalore to Kochi, maybe around 1 hour journey flight. Then within 1.5 hours, I would have reached Kochi. I landed in Kochi, and domestic is not like international. You can easily get out. I took out my luggage. Finally reached Kochi airport. Took out my luggage, and then the airport security, they just asked the pass. I told, right, I had printed out for Kerala. I showed that pass, and they checked my temperature, and there was no temperature. They told, okay, you can go home and quarantine so for 14 days. And okay, and this was the time. Quarantine for 14 days means I can't get out of my house for such a long time. For 14 days I need to stay in the home. I need to stay in these four walls, and I need to do my stuff. So in order to have my stuff, everything should be there, right? Whatever I to eat. So my sister and my dad's brother and his son had already made everything, made sure everything was there in the room, such as whatever is required to eat, and whatever the basic essentials for eating, and how to throw, where can I throw waste, extra garbage covers. So everything was set in the flat for my 14 days of quarantine. Okay, now coming back to that state, I was in the airport, Kochi airport. They checked my temperature, it's all fine. Then I went to the airport taxi area. I took a taxi. I told, okay, I need to go to my house, which is in Thrissur from Kochi. It's around 1.5 hours. So I got in the cab. I took the prepaid taxi. I got in the cab, and 15 minutes, 20 minutes, the journey had started, and the driver and the passenger, there was a big shield and all covering. So 15 minutes, 20 minutes, the journey started. I was already feeling a headache, like I mentioned earlier, and the journey, and from flight also, still that headache was there, and I was not feeling that well. The journey started. 15 minutes from sitting over here behind the passenger cab, I just fell down. Like I went slanting, and I was like, oh my god, I'm not feeling well at all. I'm not even able to sit properly in the cab. I just wanted to reach home quickly and just take off everything and just have a good sleep. So then after 15 minutes in the cab journey, my parents had called, like if I had reached safely in Kochi. Then my sister called. Then, but like 5 minutes, 2 minutes into the conversation with them, I told, stop irritating me. I'm feeling really not feeling good. So just stop irritating me and hang up the call. So they hung up the call, and when I was okay, then the journey began. Then the journey, it was already going right. Then about to reach my place. I mean, I was staying in a residential complex. I never stayed in this flat, but we had a residential complex, like a flat, like we had taken it for rent, my family. I was entering the cab, entering into the residential complex. The gate should open like this, right? The gates, instead of opening like this, it was already open. I think it just closed. And I was like, oh, why did the gate close? Then what happened after that? Uh, the residents of the building had come down. Then, like after like 5 minutes, I got out the cab, and I couldn't interact with anyone. I need to go into quarantine, so I should not interact with a outside person. I should just go directly without touching anything. And this situation was actually, I guess, we thought my family knew something. They might create an issue. So my dad's two elder brothers were two brothers were there. Then two brothers were there. My sister, brother-in-law, then brother-in-law's father also was there. 5 people. So they're on this side of the gate, and in the other side of the gate, there were residents of the apartment complex, like elderly people, like 40-45 people, age group people. They told, and they was in that side, and my people, my side, were in this side of the gate. So they were having a conversation, not a conversation, it started becoming an argument, because they were saying, how can he stay in this flat, what past does he has, and they were just making some baseless arguments. How can he stay in this flat, why can't he go somewhere else and stay here, there are old people staying, blah blah blah, like that. They were saying such points they were putting forward. Then even like I'm not able to enter my own like the flat. I've taken it for rent, even though I have no signs of COVID as that's in the airport. Everything, I have the pass which is required. Nothing, I have not broken any law. Still they're not entering, letting me in enter. Then after a while, I'm just seeing like a spectator what is happening in the conversation, because I can't go and involve in the conversation, the argument they're having, because I need to keep safe distance from everyone. Then I moved aside. I sat next to there was a small place next to the gate. I just sat down. I was sitting down over there and just watching them. And people are looking at me as if I came from space. Like people were passing by, they were stopping and asking what is going on to people over here. They're asking what is going on, what is happening. Then after a while, I was also like, when will this end? Because I'm not feeling well. I'm just sitting over there, tired. Then after a while, the gates opened, but one police jeep enter. After a few minutes, second police jeep enter, third police jeep enter. Each police jeep is coming into the apartment complex. It's a higher ranking official. And I was like, oh, okay. I didn't know this. After reaching flat, I knew this incident. But yeah, you have higher ranking officials. Then finally, they're having a conversation. Still, the argument and all. Then between that, my cousin, he just took a video from the other side of the gate. They're taking a video of the people and the incident. And that person was yelling. The two people, they were yelling at my sister. And he was just yelling at the top of his voice. Then he started taking video, took everything, was documented. Yeah, then the police officials came, and you won't believe it. I got to know about this later, but then my father and mother, who is in Abu Dhabi, and this is happening in Thrissur, Kerala, so they were really worried. Because they don't know what to do. So my father called the agriculture minister of Kerala. He knew the agriculture minister. He called them, and then the agriculture minister had directed the officials, the police officials, and like that only I entered into my flat building. Then finally, all this conversation happening. Then finally they told after like 2 hours, I guess, yeah, 2 hours. But after like 45 minutes of waiting over there, it started drizzling. It was getting wet also. And my sister just threw an umbrella. She can't come close to me, right? She just threw an umbrella, and I was just sitting over there outside the gate with an umbrella. Like the umbrella was open. And after that, 2 hours of conversation, they told, pull. My sister told, okay, come, you can go inside right now. And then I came, I was walking, I was going into the building, and it was like people this side, and I was going through between. Then, well, she gave me the key. She gave me the key, and I was about to enter into the building, like going into the place where there's lift and all. While I was going there, the police official, higher ranking police officer, stopped me and told, listen, for these 14 days of quarantine, I should not even see your head outside. That much big issue it has become. So I should not even see your head outside of the window, balcony. Do you understand? I just nodded. I didn't say nothing. I said, yeah, got it. Then I went inside the building. I went into there was a different lift. Bigger lift was there. I went to that lift with my luggage. I was like, oh my God, I just can't believe what happened. Still in that shock. Then I went inside. I was staying in 9th floor. I went, get out of the lift, entered into my flat. I just wanted to just take out all my clothes and my luggage and just have a great sleep. But I entered into my flat. Then there's a power button. I pull the lever, then only the whole flat's electricity I'll get. I entered into my flat. I pulled the lever, tuck, one sound came. It's like, oh my God, what just happened? There was no electricity. Oh my God, I can't tell you. Or I was like, there's no electricity. Then after pulling myself together, I went, sat in the couch, and I made a phone call to the caretaker of the building. I told, there's no electricity in this building. I don't know what's happening. Then he told, okay, let me go and check. He was still on the call. He went and checked. All these people who was creating an issue in my building had done was they removed the electricity in my flat and they put it into some other flat. Or they just took it out. Really? Then he told, okay, the caretaker told, it's okay, I'll put the empty flats in that building. So there was no people staying, he took that that flat's electricity and put in my flat. Then only power came. Then I was like, oh my God. And after that, I took a shower. I went inside. Then finally at night, my parents were already worried. They were constantly calling me, then relatives. Then first thing in my friends, I called my friend Dinesh and I told him about what happened and not to tell it to anyone. Then by night, my sister had posted a WhatsApp status. My brother-in-law also had posted a WhatsApp status. My cousin also had posted a WhatsApp status. Then there were articles in Facebook. Like, I'll tell you about that. Then next day morning, I woke up. I was like, oh my God. Then next day morning, I was able to see in Facebook a post which was about my incident. Then there were people commenting it. That post had gone around like 50-60 shares. And I was like, oh my God. Then my dad's brother, who was staying in United States, he called me and he told, Gautam, you became a celebrity overnight. I don't, I'm not able to understand what happened. What happened, Velichan? He told, your name has come in the newspaper. I was like, what? Yeah. Then next thing, my mom, they called me and they told. Then I got to know that my name, like this incident had come in 3 or 4 Kerala newspapers and 1 online English newspaper. And each newspaper is not the same incident, different. Like here and there would be difference, right? And like, oh my god. In the English newspaper and maybe one or two Kerala newspaper, my name was mentioned. And in other newspaper, name was not mentioned, just my photo. Photo in the sense, this photo each. In English newspaper is the photo and with an umbrella. I'm sitting over there in front of the board. And in one photo, it was just me standing. But you can't see because of my hair and the shield. I was like, oh my god. Then I started my quarantine. During the 14 period, I didn't even put the garbage outside the flat. Usually there's a you keep the garbage outside the flat in a bucket, and over there uh, the people who take care of the will take the garbage away. So during the 14 period, I put all my garbage in the corner of the kitchen, and I was like, oh god. And like that I was living during that 14 period, and I couldn't even open the balcony, so there's no ventilation. But even though there's enough sunlight, I couldn't get any air, like open the window, get some air. I was just looking outside from my like a distance. I was just seeing the view. Then seventh day, like every day, they called from the health department and police station. They call and they'd say, they'll just inquire, are you okay? Are you well? Are you fine? I remember first and second day of into my quarantine, they called later. Oh, you are that guy who there was an issue, right? They addressed me like that. I was like, yeah, yes, that incident's about me. Are they creating any issues right now? I don't know. No. Now they're fine. I told okay. Then this video, I told my cousin had taken, right, captured. It had circulated in many WhatsApp groups like that. Not this my area. This health inspector calls me up. She also viewed that video like that. She asked. First 2 days they asked about that. I told no, there was no issue. Then after that, in the 8th day, the health inspector she called and she told, Gautam, even though this incident happened, still you're not taking care of anything. I'm sorry, I don't understand what you're saying. Then she told, we got a news that you're roaming around in the nearby lane, residential lane. Someone saw you walking. I told, what? Not, I didn't say like that, but I said, no, that's false information. I'm positive. I didn't leave the flat. I didn't go anywhere. I'm sure about that. Then he told, okay. Then he told, okay, now police jeep will be coming. Ladies police jeep. This ladies police, right? They'll be coming. Just need to go down and just something this she said. Then and that time I was like, why will they come and I can't go down during my quarantine? This is the 8th day or something. Then I called my sister. I called my dad's brother. He told what to do. Then the lady police. Why will lady police will come? Then I was all really confused. Then after that, finally, some people will be saying, don't open the door no matter what. Some people saying, now it's gone, right? Now you can open the door. Then finally, my dad's brother, they had a conversation with the police who was coming to check on the flat. And she told, it was just regular checking. It's fine. It's okay. It's not going to happen. Then fine. A sigh of relief. Then after 14 days, I got out. That time I just took off my hair. I just went like small bald haircut. I already trimmed off my hair off. Just like that. Then I met my relatives. Then they told, oh my god, what all. Then I'm narrating what the incident and all happened. Actually, till this day, I regret when this incident happened. I should have actually written down in a long Facebook post or WhatsApp story. I should have not a WhatsApp status. I should have done something because what they did was not right, right? But I don't know, some reason or other, I just didn't do. Maybe, probably because I was too scared. That will be the correct explanation for that question. I should have some things. I don't know. It's a life lesson that you need to speak up, and when something like that happen, you need to know, let people know. Yeah, okay. So I got out of quarantine and I went to the nearby bakery to get some stuff, and they told, "Oh, you're that person who got that incident happened, right?" I told, "Yes, yes, that is me. That is me." Then he told, "Okay, okay, okay." Then like that, days passed, months passed. This happened in June 2nd, right, 2020. I believe in July or August, I was in my brother-in-law's house. My sister was there, brother-in-law was there, his family was there, and we were all watching TV. While watching television, I got a call. I got a call from a news reporter. Like, I picked up the call and they told, "We are from so and so news channel, and if it would be really great if you could actually send what about the incident which happened via audio or video, whichever is comfortable, and just narrate it, because then we can broadcast it in our TV, some program, something like that." And they hang up the call. I was like, I don't know what to do. I called my dad up and he told, he told, "Okay, you give your phone to your sister." Then they were having conversation, and in WhatsApp audio, everything I had sent it to that news reporter in my WhatsApp audio. This and this happened, and finally, the last message was, "Now it has happened, but there's been so many months, and now we don't want to raise any problem or issue of what had happened of that incident." Like that, I ended on a positive note. Now we don't want to go for any problems, and send. Then later, this passed. Then July, August, then different gatherings and all will go. People used to say, "Oh, you are that person, that incident happened, right?" I told, "Yes, that was me." Yes, yes, that was me. Because it came really circulated, it went really viral, this incident. Then, yeah, then June 2020, this incident happened. September 2021, yeah, it's August 2021. I had called this inspector, not in this health official inspector. Since I was traveling to UK for my higher studies, I had to get the second dose of vaccine. And for students who are traveling, you can for studies, you can call them. Maybe you can get a earlier date for vaccination. So when I called them, the inspector, she told, "Oh, yeah, I remember you. You're that kid that happened, right? Oh, yes, yes, that was me." See, after how long, still they remember that incident. Yeah, then in September 2021, I had attended my dad and we had attended my cousin's marriage. We attended the cousin's marriage, then coming back to our flat. It was in a taxi, Innova taxi. And while coming back, while we were about to reach our flat, from far you can see it's quite a 14-story building, and there's no high-story buildings nearby. So from far, the driver could see the building, and he told, this building, some incident happened, right, couple of months back, where a girl was kept outside of the flat." Then my dad and I laughed, smiled, and he told, "No, no, that was not a girl, and it was a boy, and that boy is sitting next behind in your car." And I told, "Yeah, that is me." Then finally we reached home. Yeah, so this was an incident and memory I will never ever forget in my life. I don't think I'll forget that quickly, because wow, what a day it was. I just wanted to put that all in video so that couple of months or years pass by and I look into this video, I will remember everything in detail. So yeah, thank you.